In this session, we are going to launch a new EC2 instance on AWS Cloud, and we will use Windows OS operating system. So let's begin. So first of all, what are the requirements over here? Make sure you have good internet connection and you have one free tier account so that you can log in and create your labs over there. So how to create free tier account? I have already posted one video so that you can use that video for different purpose and you create your own free tier account. Thank you. So we are going to create a new instance. Instance means virtual machine in term of AWS Cloud. Okay. So let's begin. So here you can see the launch an instance. So we are going to assign a name to this virtual machine. So I will use a web hyphen demo. And the next part is virtual machine OS. So as I said earlier, we are going to use virtual machine, Windows virtual machine. So we are going to choose Windows OS. In this OS list series, you can see different type of OS, different edition of OS are available. So you can use that for your production or test purpose. So we are going to use Server 2019, Microsoft Windows Server 2019 base. And the difference between core and base is core. If you're using core, it means you are using a CLI based, and it means you will see only one command prompt over there, and you have to execute PowerShell command or command line uh, commands so that you can configure that server, but you will be not able to access that server in a GUI mode. And in this server based model, we will use this because we are going to use this server in a GUI mode. So click on this, and the next part is instance type. Instance type means virtual machine that you're going to create. So it actually refers to the properties of that virtual machine. How many of RAMs over there, how many of CPUs over there, types of disks supported by virtual machines, and because there's so many things which is totally different from one to another different type of instances. So you can see that there's too many uh, virtual machines are available. So you can see that different properties are available, but we are using this free tier account, so we are going to use this one, T1 micro. So you don't have to pay any charge if you're using this one. So click over this, okay, and select key pair. So I have already one key pair, but I will create a new key pair for this purpose. So what is key pair? Key pair is actually a mechanism to connect your system from a remote machine. And what is key pair? I will go through with detail in next session, in next video, so that you can learn more about this key pair stuff. Okay. So let me give a name, friendly name, vm hyphen demo hyphen key. Okay. Then create key pair and then save it, and don't forget to download, and you have to make sure that you are not going to lose this in any way, otherwise you will not able to connect your virtual machine. Okay. And the next part is security group. Security group is nothing, it's a firewall group, firewall in cloud environment, so that you can enable different type of services or ports which is allowed by administrator, so that the person or application can use that port to connect this virtual machine. Okay. So we are using RDP port over here. We are going to connect this instance using RDP session. So we are going to allow only RDP traffic from anywhere, or you can use custom IP. So this is my personal current IP. So I can allow only to access this virtual machine from this IP, or you want to access the server from anywhere, and means like you are using this uh, server, connecting your server from any location or any internet, means like you are using different internet connections, so you can choose that one. Okay. And the rest here is configuration storage part. So if you see that it allows only 30 GB in a free tier account, but if you want, you can increase size of that disk, and but that part will be chargeable. So we are going to create this virtual machine for demonstration purpose only. So we are going with the default configuration. And here if you want to add additional drive over here, so you can use add new volume and you can provide the information over there. So in next video, like in part of storage session, I will show you how to create new volume, how to attach volume, how to increase volume, how to uh, merge volume. Different types of services are available there, so we will discuss in that session only. And the advanced details, we have also few things, so we will discuss about this stuff, purchasing option, in later video session. Okay, so leave this as default. And here you can see that number of instances. If you want to create more than two instances, one instances using same configuration, you can provide number of instances there over here. Okay, and I'm going to create only one virtual machine over here. So you can see that number of instances one, and here is the detail of your virtual machine. So instance type, what kind of like security group is using, and storage volume, etc. So just click on launch. So it will take hardly 3 to 4 minutes to completely launch your virtual machine in cloud environment. So you can see that here instance state is pending. It means this process running behind the backend, and they are creating your virtual machine EC2 instance. So now for now we will use term EC2 instance, because in AWS environment we are calling instance to a virtual machine, but in a Azure environment we are calling only VM. V means virtual machine. So here we are using this instance. This is your instance ID. That this is your friendly name that you have given over here, and here is some etc information. This is availability zone. It means the data center. We will talk about this later. And this is public and private IPs and DNS stuff over here, and key which is associated with this virtual machine, so that we can use that key to connect this virtual machine on remote session. Okay, so I will show you how to do that. So currently running status in a running, from pending to running, it means your virtual machine is ready. But in Windows it takes around 3 to 4 minutes to completely establish all services and configuration stuff. So till then I will go through some extra details over here. So click over here, you can see there's some details are showing over here. It means uh, it means these details are related to your virtual machine that you have created. Okay, so here you can see that public IP, private IP, storage part also available here. Here volume is 30 GB size, and status means like your everything is green, it means working fine. If there is any problem, it will show you different color or different warnings over here. Monitoring also enable over here, but the thing is we have just started this virtual machine, so we don't have that much data over here. But after some time you will see some data and other stuff over here, so you can monitor your virtual machine um, cloud environment. Okay, and regarding the security, like we have enabled RDP session. So this is our security group. Security group means firewall, and in this firewall we have allowed only 3389 ports, which is your RDP session, and from which source? Everywhere. It means everywhere. If you want to assign this virtual machine to access from a particular network or location, then you have to provide network IP or your particular system IP. Okay, then go to the connect, how to connect this virtual machine on your server. So click on the RDP client. Okay, download remote desktop file. You can also use this WDNS directly from here, and just type RDP, remote desktop connection, and paste that information over here and click connect. So once you will click on this, you will be able to connect this uh, server from your virtual machine. But actually we need a password, and in Windows uh, instances, in case of Windows instances, we need a password. But the thing is, like as I earlier said, it will take 3 to 4 more minutes to completely set up of this virtual machine in backend. So we have to wait for this one. So just click back and click on connect, click on this, and just wait for 3 to 4 minutes. Till then I will show you some more information about this one. So these are the EC2 CL console. We will talk about this later. And what is session manager? We will talk about this later. You can directly connect your virtual machines from this browser, and there's so many features are available. So we'll talk about this later, okay? And the this information is this is T1 micro instance type. This is your auto sign IP, which is public IP. So you can directly click over here, and you can use that to connect your system on your desktop or laptop from anywhere, because we have allowed only to allow this system to access from everywhere. Means you can access it. This so this is our virtual machine which is running. So let me just connect back again. I think it should be fine. So just click over here, get password. Yeah. So upload key file that we have created, VM demo key. So we'll talk about this, what is PM file and what is PPK file in next session. Just click on decrypt, and you can see here is password. Just click over here and download remote desktop file. You can also do that. I think we have already one. Just click over here. So it's click connect and provide this password that we have you have copied. So you can copy matched from here. This is already copied. Just click OK and click yes, and you can see that you are able to access your virtual machine which is running on cloud, but I'm accessing this virtual machine on my laptop. So you can now perform different type of software installation on this virtual machine. You can test this virtual machine for your lab purpose also. The similar we are using to deploy any virtual machine in cloud for our production environment. But in production environment we have different instance type. Means we need more CPUs, more virtual hard disk, more virtual CPUs, more RAMs, network bandwidth. We need in like GBps or a tera, like in like high network speed we required. So in that case you can choose different virtual machine type, instance type in production environment. So like how we did identify what are the requirement for this software. So actually when you are purchasing any software anything, so you are like planning for software installation, so you must have that software, you must look into the software requirement, what they are actually looking for, like 500 GB RAMs or 1 GB RAM, how many disk space they required, how many CPUs they require. So based on that requirement, you can choose your instance type. Also, like if they are asking for network bandwidth should be good, so you can go through that. So you can see that virtual machine is ready, and just click over here. You can see that. So we have just launched this virtual machine first time, and the virtual machine is T1 micro, so it performance is a bit slow. But yeah, for testing purpose this is okay. But if you're running any heavy software like databases or application, then you have to choose high configuration virtual machines, like should be like 16 GB or 8 GB or 4 GB RAM or dual processor or triple processor, depend on that, like your requirement. So you can choose that. So I will create one more video for the instance type and requirement for different popular application like Microsoft SQL or any other Microsoft product. So I will create that video in later uh, session. Okay, so you can see that this your system is ready, and here you can see that this is having 30 GB hard disk. Okay, and total free space is 12 GB. Okay, so your system is ready, you can perform your different operations over here. Okay, there is one more thing I would like to share with you. Like you can see that there's some software or like tools already installed. It means why this is installed, because you have launched this virtual machine in cloud environment, and cloud, in the cloud environment they also monitoring this virtual machine, also controlling this virtual machine from backend. So that's why we have already some software list over here. Let me show you so that you can understand better. So give me one moment, it's loading. So here you can see that install a program. Click over here. Guys, make sure your network bandwidth should be good, otherwise you will see lot of slowness in virtual machine response. Okay, so make sure you have good internet connection. So here you can see the different types of tools are already installed, which is published by Amazon Web Services. So what is actually they are using over here? They are using these agents and these tools to monitor and manage your virtual machine in their cloud environment. Actually, they are not copying your or stealing your data. Actually, they are only using these tools to manage these virtual machine from backend. So this is the only this purpose. You can also manage your system using some automation stuff which is already available on AWS. So you can see that Amazon SSM agent, it means you can manage this virtual machine from backend. You can install any program, you can reset your password, you can do lot of stuff. There's so many like services are available from backend. You can create your own script and execute. So we will discuss about that later, but yeah, thank you so